Hello everyone. Before I show you this Shark cylinder or canister vacuum, I'd like to remind you that I am on Facebook and Instagram under the name iBasic, and I also sell some of my older cleaners and ex-demo models on eBay, which is under ibasics_emporium. I might not have anything for sale when you see this video, but I do sell quite a lot of things at irregular intervals. This is a Shark cylinder model, and I've shown you the top of the line version when it was launched. In fact, it got a UK launch before our friends in America got it. But looking at Shark's website, they have disappeared, so I have a feeling they have discontinued the cylinder line, possibly because of poor sales. I'm not sure, but if they had been selling well, I suspect they would have been an updated version, or they would still be on sale now. You can still buy them online, especially. There will be stocks of these available. So if you want a cylinder Shark, then you really need to be thinking about it fairly quickly. This is the bottom of the line, and you can buy these. They were selling for about £100 at one point. And it's a straight suction. The other two machines have a power head and remote control. So this is the most basic version. Without any further ado, I'm going to take everything out of the box. We'll have a look at it, we'll assemble it, and we'll put some dirt down and give it a bit of a demo. Here's everything out of the box. Naturally, we get the cleaner itself, a telescopic wand, which is part metal, part plastic. We should be able to extend it by pressing this button, like so. We get this standard carpet and hard floor head, plastic base plate, got a litter picker at the rear and a brush at the front, so it's got a foot operated pedal. Press that down and it lowers the brush at the front. Quite a few gaps in the brush, so it might help to reduce snow ploughing of larger debris on a hard floor. There's a squeegee at the back, two rear wheels, and they've got a little tyre on them, so that's better for hard floors. Got a parking bracket on it as well, and a click fitting, so we have to press the button to release, which is good. Clicks into place and then press the button to release. I would say that this vacuum cleaner is more suitable if you've got more hard floors than carpet, because I don't think this will be very good on carpet, especially if you've got pet hair to pick up, deep down dirt. The same goes for really most straight suction vacuum cleaners. They're okay for smaller areas of carpeting and larger areas of hard floor, but if you've got a lot of carpet throughout your home, you're probably better off with an upright or a cylinder with a motorized head, and two of the Shark models did offer that option. And I'll be showing you the third Shark cylinder at some point on my channel, because I did buy all three. Well, full disclosure, I bought two of them. Shark did gift me the first one. This is a clip that holds two of the small accessories, clips onto the wand, and it also aids in the storing of the cleaner to try and make it a bit more compact for storage. We've got a nice size crevice tool for your nooks and crannies. This is your upholstery brush, litter pickers either side, so that's good for your upholstery. Could do your stair carpeting with it, curtains, car seats, etc. It does swivel, so you can use it at different angles. And then we have this mini turbo brush with vanes instead of brushes, so it's supposed to not wrap hair around as easily as a traditional brushed turbo nozzle. And finally we have the hose. It's pretty light because it is a standard hose. There are no electrical connections inside this one. It doesn't connect up electrically to the machine like the other two versions, so straight suction only, and I doubt very much you could convert this to use a power head. You might be able to fit an air-driven turbo head to it, a full-sized one, but it won't be a Shark one. You might be able to get an adapter and fit something to the end of the wand. So quite a nice design handle, and instead of buttons to control the suction electronically, we just have a slider here, and all that does is open up a vent to reduce the suction. So as you can see, we've got the suction setting for carpet and a suction setting. Well, it's basically two, carpet and hard floor. I suppose you could possibly do it midway, but hard floor, I'm assuming, would be the maximum suction, and you'd want reduced suction on carpet. I have a feeling this will be quite hard to push. Now, I'm not at home, and there are different carpets here. This is quite a short pile carpet, and the carpet in the living room is slightly deeper pile. But I think if I was to use this at home on my plush pile living room carpet, I think that's going to be really hard to push, especially on the maximum suction with the suction relief valve closed. So I've got a little swing ticket I'm going to remove from the handle, and then we can have a look at the vacuum itself, attach the hose and switch on, and I'll give you a bit of a demonstration of this bagless cleaner. I wonder if it has the same problem as the first one. It can make a sort of a foghorn noise when you block the end off. So here's the cleaner itself, basically the same body style as the other Shark cylinders. It is compact and pretty lightweight as well. I do like the handle on this, so you can carry it upstairs. It will stand on its end for storage and stair cleaning. And you've got manoeuvrable casters on the underside of the machine, 4 in fact. Quite nice action, quite smooth. You've got a parking slot here, which you'd use to park the wand and the carpet and floor nozzle once it's attached again. We can park it on here. Should just slot in, he says. It should slot in, I'm assuming that's meant for that, but yeah, it doesn't want to go in there. That's a bit odd. Possibly it's there's another way of storing this. I'll check the instructions and I'll inform you later. So, not many controls on the cleaner. It's not electronic, no electronic speed control. We have foot operated on off, foot operated automatic cord rewind. We've got, not quite transparent, a translucent dirt bin, which we release either side of the handle. You just pull up on the little catch, and then we should be able to take the, that's it, take the bagless container off, revealing the filtration. There are 3 filters on this machine that will require maintenance. The one under the bin will require frequent washing, I would say once a month. That's probably what the instructions say. So it's typical Shark. You've got a sponge top layer filter, and then underneath you've got the more fabric felt type filter. Both of those are washable, and they will get dirty fairly quickly, I have to say, as is common with all the Sharks I've tested. Well, possibly not the one of the very early ones I tested that was multi-cyclonic. It was a very early Shark we got in the UK, a purple one. So there we go. So here's the bin. So once it's full of muck, you take this out to your outside bin preferably, and you've got a button here. You press on the button and nothing happens. And no, that will fall open. It's new, this always happens. It will take a while, and once there's a bit of dirt in, a bit of weight in there, it will fall down easier. But as it's a new machine, you might have to help it along a bit. So that's quite a large capacity, I suppose, compared to some of the other Sharks you can buy. There is an inner cyclone, or shroud at least, and you can access that by squeezing these 2 tabs either side, pulling out the middle section. A bit stiff. So at some point, if you want to give this a bit of a clean out from time to time, you can do, because you can open it up and you can see it's quite easy to clean out. There's a great big rubber seal in there. I'm not sure if that's what causes the funny noise. We'll see if this one does it. And then this is very like a Shark upright with the cone mesh inner shroud. But you need to check from time to time that dirt, or especially pet hair, doesn't get wrapped around there. So you have to remove this and get your hand in and pull out anything that's stuck around that. You need that to remain clear to allow the airflow through the machine. Otherwise you'll get reduced suction. If that ever blocks off, you'll know about it, because the machine won't pick up very much at all. So we can pop this back. It's a while since I've handled one of these, so I'm probably doing it all wrong. There we go, that's it. Make sure it's clicked into place. That's, yeah, I think that's clicked in at both sides. I think it has. Close the little doobry, trapdoor thingy, whatever they call it. So we can pop that back in, goes in like this. You sort of locate it at an angle and push it down and it clicks. That on there is definitely a parking bracket. So if you want to pause your vacuuming, it still doesn't fit in there. Oh, it does fit, yeah, it's a bit stiff. It does fit in there and it's a bit hard to remove. The final filter shouldn't have to be attended to, maybe once a year. This is the exhaust filter. And again, it looks very shark-esque, if that's a word. So that's the final filter, so the exhaust air from the vacuum exits through that filter. After it's been through the other filter processing, or processes, in that should go. You've got to make sure it's clicked in. So that's it, and you've got two rubber nodules or feet on the base there. Just helps keep it upright when you want it to be. Let's pull out the 9-meter cable. This might take some time, folks. Come on. Right, you can see two stickers, a yellow sticker and then a red sticker, so you shouldn't pull the cord beyond the point of the red sticker. So whenever I see a red sticker, I let the cord go back in a bit more, and we could let it go in to cover the yellow if we want to. Okay, let's plug in and switch on. It's not too bad a noise until you don't go like that and then you get the foghorn effect. So yes, it does the same thing. I just wonder, I would personally think low sales forced Shark or encourage them to drop this line maybe, or possibly they got too many complaints about that noise. You don't hear it all the time. It wasn't so noticeable when I unboxed the first one, and it tends to mainly happen when there's a restriction to the airflow. Sorry, forgot to warn headphone users. Too late, should be listening with headphones. Now, obviously if you're at work or on the bus or train, you don't want everyone knowing that you're listening to my rubbish videos. I think we should get together, folks. If you've got one of these, any of the cylinder models, and yours makes that noise, we should form a band. I'm sure we could tweak them so they give out slightly different noises. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the old turbo nozzle going. So you can put the nozzle, obviously all the nozzles including the carpet and floor nozzle can fit directly to the handle or the end of the wand. So this is air powered, hence the vanes you can see. We'll switch on. It's quite quiet for a turbo nozzle really. I'll just double check, I'm sure you can fit the main head, because you could clean carpeted stairs with this, because, well, the only other options you've got for carpeted stairs are the small turbo nozzle and the upholstery nozzle, but, oh, it does go on and it clicks into place. So yes, you can go up your stairs with this. Make sure you can hold the machine actually, or at least balance it on the stair below you, but keep your hand on the handle, and then you can clean your stairs with the main carpet and floor nozzle, and then from time to time obviously get out your crevice tool and get all your edges done. Because if you don't do your edges, folks, you can get a black line all around the perimeter of your room, and that's not a good thing to have. So if you go into someone's house and you see a black line all around on the edge of their carpet, you know that those people have not used their crevice tool, and you can berate them over a cup of coffee and a fairy cake. Right, it's on carpet. We'll give it an initial push on this very low pile man-made carpet. I think it'll be okay on this sort of carpet, but we'll see. I'm going to do it, well, I'm going to do it on the carpet setting, which will be reduced suction, and see how well it is and easy it is to push. But I will increase the suction, because if you want a deeper clean, it makes sense that you want a bit more suction power, but it might make the machine too hard to push. Well, it's very easy to push on this carpet, on the carpet setting. I mean, a bit too easy. You know, just you want a little bit of grip. If it feels like it's sliding, I mean, it's not much different with the machine off to when it's on. So yes, you don't want a nozzle that's going to clamp itself to the carpet and you're like this, you sort of rub, scrub, scrub. You don't want that. But then on the other hand, you don't want anything that's too easy, because you feel it's not really doing the job. Anyway, that was on the carpet setting. So we'll slide the control to the front, which will close the valve in the handle. So we will have maximum suction. Let's see if it's going to be harder to push. Well, it will be harder, but how hard? On this particular pile, that wasn't bad. In fact, that pushed how I'd have expected it to push on the carpet setting, but that was on the hard floor setting with maximum suction. The first model I showed you I really liked, with a power head. Didn't have that smell either. Anyway, we've done a bit of cleaning on a clean carpet. We will always find dirt, no matter what vacuum you use. There's always dirt that the best vacuums don't pick up. First time round, I can hear something in. I wonder if it's the sand. Oh yes, black sand there. So the cordless cleaner I used previously obviously left some of that in the carpet. So is that it though? There's general dust on the inside there. Don't think there's anything major, no big part. Well, there's some lentils, but I did see those. They were visible. Yeah, it's just still fairly clean, isn't it? Which is not surprising, because the carpet looked fairly clean, but it has got the black sand out that the cordless cleaner I tested previously didn't. So let's put some dirt down, shall we? I'll test this machine on pet hair as well, but I can't think it'll be very good on pet hair. Maybe the small turbo brush would be okay. Right, the hose goes in that way around, doesn't it? Click it into place. I do like the way it all clicks together. But yeah, it's no wonder, to be honest, this machine didn't last very long. If you're a vacuum cleaner collector, possibly a future collectible, but I'll be long gone before anyone is considering this to be a collector's piece. Yes, maybe in 40 years. Because probably there won't be many surviving in 40 years that are still working, unless they've been kept in their boxes. Right, I'm having trouble with my hose. Let's get some dirt down anyway and see if the shark will pick it all up. Well, just as I predicted, this shark wasn't very good at picking up the pet hair, but then no straight suction cleaner is fantastic at pet hair. I've used some of the better ones, including a Miele, where it would just roll up the pet hair into little cigar shapes, and you were still sort of rubbing and scrubbing until eventually they'd find their way up the pipe. So you do really need a rotating brush for effective pet hair removal. So to pick up the pet hair the shark didn't pick up, we'll try and get it up with that. I think it will pick it up. We can pop this nozzle onto the end and use it like that, but if I was to clean a whole room with that, it would take me forever. But this mini turbo tool isn't designed for carpets really, just small areas. It's more designed for above floor cleaning, for pet hair, you know, on your sofas, on your stairs and your bedding, etc., but not really for carpet. But we'll try and remove the rest of the pet hair using this nozzle. Even with the mini turbo brush, I had to rub and scrub a bit to get all the pet hair up, so not ideal for that either. And some of the work I think was being done by the velour strip. There's a few bits left in there. Well, at least it hasn't wrapped around the, well, we can't call it a brush roll because there's no brushes, but at least it's not wrapped around whatever that's called without a brush. It's sort of just flexible fins really instead of the brush. So yeah, kept it fairly clean, but yeah, it still wasn't that easy. Several passes to remove everything. Let's have a look at the dirt we eventually picked up. I mean, it's got everything clean, but you know, was a bit of effort. We don't want effort. Certainly I don't want effort at my time of life. A little bit of muck's got through, little bits. And the filter, it is look, there we go, you can see they always seem to go in a sort of circular area. So that's just from the demo today in this video. So after, you know, a month of cleaning, if you're using this on a regular basis, that would be filthy. I can guarantee it, folks. Shark do innovate, they bring out new models that customers want, or they buy anyway, but they still use this very basic cyclonic system which requires frequent filter washing. They could easily do away with all the filter washing, just put a bag in here, folks. Just get a bag. I don't know, I've tried, I don't think I can get a bag that would fit in here. It's a bit of an odd setup really. There's nothing you can, I suppose someone with more patience than me could rig a bag up somehow in this. Let's empty it carefully anyway, I don't want it going everywhere. So there you go, it's picked up that. Still some stuff left inside. We're going to have to remove the middle part, aren't we? A little bit has got round the central shroud, but you know, I expect that when you're picking up a lot of dirt in one go, it's a lot to cope with for, you know, a machine with a simple cyclone. Picking up general dirt, most people vacuum. There's not a load of muck everywhere, is there, unless you leave it for months on end. If you vacuum on a weekly or twice weekly basis with a mains powered cleaner, normally things look fairly clean, but you know, the vacuum is picking up stuff that possibly you can't see. Yeah, there's more stuff in here. So really, to get it completely empty, you often have to take out the middle bit. You can clean all that, you can rinse all that under running water, but make sure it's dry, of course, before you put it back. Okie dokie, let's see if this shark can redeem itself on hard floor pickup. So I brought it downstairs to the kitchen. This is a cushion vinyl, and I'm just going to basically empty out the bin onto the floor and hopefully suck it all up again. And then to finish the hard floor demo, I'm going to nip upstairs where we have a tiled floor, put some dirt back down on the tiled floor, and we'll see how well the nozzle picks up on a hard floor made of ceramic tile. If I can get this thing out. Oh, right, it is on, yes, it's on hard floor setting here, with the brush down and the squeegee down at the back. So, let's put some dirt down and we'll give this shark another try. This shark cylinder has redeemed itself slightly on hard floor performance. There was the inevitable snow ploughing because I did put rather a lot of dirt down, so it was pushing some of it towards the front of the nozzle, but I was able to suck that up by tilting the nozzle back. The side cleaning performance is pretty good. I don't know if you saw, but it was sucking in dirt from the sides well in excess of the side of the nozzle, so it was pulling the dirt in, so it is good for cleaning sideways on, and it's quite a nice nozzle to use. It's very light, it is all plastic, but it's quite nice to use on a hard floor. As I said, the third model in this series will be on my channel at some point, and I'll decide then whether to keep one or pass that on to somebody else who might appreciate it a bit more than me. So it's a thumbs down for this shark. I've given quite a lot of sharks thumbs up because they have been good when I've used them. But yeah, I think it was a bit of a mistake, this. Never mind, we all make mistakes. So I'll see you all very soon, hopefully, for the next video, and maybe something a little better, certainly better at deep cleaning carpets than this shark cylinder. Bye for now. I'll see you all very soon.